What is the best decade of football? Which era was the most talented? These are questions football fans have been asking forever. The only way to determine this is to take the best players from each decade, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s, and put them on the field in a tournament to determine the greatest NFL era. This is the NFL All-Decade Tournament. Previously on the All-Decade Tournament. For the 90s, they've been in 2 close games in a row, but turnovers at bad times and poor decisions have caused them to be at 0-2 in the tournament. Can they turn things around? John Elway's been playing great, but the turnovers need to stop. For the 70s, their suffocating defense has caused turnovers and caused havoc, leading to big leads in games. And now for the 70s and the 90s, a showdown between John Elway and Roger Staubach. Enjoy the game. On the first drive of the game, the 90s receive the ball, move it into Steelers territory before it's Cliff Harris again, maybe the MVP for Team 70s, who comes up with the big interception. Staubach brings his offense onto the field and immediately goes to work. Roger hits Swann down the sideline on an absolutely insane diving catch right over primetime Deion Sanders. He then launches another not long after to the speedy Drew Pearson for the score. Roger Staubach is on absolute fire right now. The next possession for the 70s doesn't go as well as Bruce Smith absolutely destroys the quarterback on this sack. Elway brings his offense down the field once again, but again is picked off, forcing another one into the tight coverage of the 70s defense, who has given every quarterback in the tournament fits. Guess who? Cliff Harris, with his second interception of the game. The 70s offense goes back to what they know best, the deep ball. Staubach hits Pearson again down the left sideline, but this time he fumbles it, but great awareness on the play, being able to regather the ball for the team and keeping the drive alive. Roger tosses the rock into the back of the end zone. It's incomplete, but there appears to be a flag on the play. It's defensive pass interference on the 90s. The 90s just continue to beat themselves with dumb plays. That sets up on the goal line O.J. Simpson, who crosses the plane for the score, putting the 70s up 2 scores, 14-0. Elway moving the ball basically at will between the 20s, hits Tim Brown on a long crossing pattern, and that sets up Michael Irvin time. The playmaker makes it look easy with 2 plays in a row on his way to the end zone for the 90s' first score of the game. The game is 14-7 going into halftime. After the 90s are unable to capitalize on the double score after half, Captain America delivers a bullet to Warfield over the middle, setting up another rocket to Lynn Swann, who has been absolutely sensational throughout this tournament with another contested catch in double coverage, not to mention that sweet celly. It's 21-7 now in the fourth, and Rogers strikes the defense with a throw to Casper over the middle before doing it himself and running away from defenders, scampering into the end zone to make the lead even larger for Team 70s, 28-7. The 90s attempt a comeback as Elway throws a dart to Carter with 2 minutes left, making the score 28-14, but the 70s are able to run the clock out, and that's the end of this one. Once again, another MVP-like performance from the 70s defense, 2 interceptions by Cliff Harris, and Staubach, boy has that guy been ballin'. Stay tuned for more of the All-Decade Tournament on the Bottom Line View.